Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Palace at Wheeling Park for tonight's WTOV 9 high school basketball presentation featuring the Wheeling Park Patriots and Steubenville Big Red. I'm Bill Phillips, along with the coach, Ray Suckach. And coach, tonight two teams that have very impressive records. Big Red comes in 11-6. Homestanding Wheeling Park comes in at 12-4. And these two teams know how to get up and down the floor.
Oh, no question. It's a fun place to play, and it's through the years it's been a real fun game for both teams.
Wheeling Park might be the favorite in tonight's game. What would Big Red have to do to get a win here in a tough place to play?
Oh, when you come in to play Park, you have to be at the top of your game if you expect to win. You're not going to beat Park if you don't play well. Two things Big Red has to do is they're going to have to control the tempo, send 5 guys to the defensive boards, don't let Park get out and run. And the second thing they're going to have to do is they're going to have to be equal inside with Radakovich and Bennett because Park bangs the boards.
And how about Wheeling Park? What do they need to do to get a victory?
Wheeling Park is just going to have to play their game. They're going to have to go 94 feet up and down and take good shots and force Big Red to play defense.
Wheeling Park leads the all-time series 21-15. They'll try to add to it tonight. Big Red looking for the upset. Back with more after this. Welcome back to the Palace at Wheeling Park. Bill Phillips along with the coach, Ray Suckach. And coach, last night, Steubenville Big Red had the night off. They're coming off of a loss to Martins Ferry earlier in the week. Last night, Wheeling Park and that man, Sam Annie, their head coach, they headed out to Zanesville and came up a winner 66-59 on the road. Felix Davila with 22 points, 11 rebounds, leading the way for Wheeling Park as they shot 56% from the floor. Will it bother them tonight that they played last night?
I don't believe so, just for the mere fact that I think Wheeling Park is in a groove right now. And Coach Andy before the game was real happy with the way they played last night. Went up to Zanesville, got a revenge win from an earlier season loss, one of the 3 losses that Park has. And I don't think it would have any effect tonight. Park gets up for Big Red and Big Red gets up for Park.
Big Red controlling the basketball on the floor. Jason Bennett, number 32. John Healy, 34. DeMare Mayo, number 40. Ed DeHart, number 12. And John Healy, number 34, along with Brian Radakovich, that number 44, and that's your starting lineup for Steubenville Big Red. On the floor for Wheeling Park, Pete Coleman, number 20, Katone Sims, number 23, Durran Goodwin, number 33, Drew Mills, number 42, and Felix Davila, 00, and Big Red takes the early lead.
Boy, that's the way you want to start. Excuse me, Billy. That's the way you want to start if you're Big Red. You got to give Brian Radakovich a chance to get off early. I believe he's the cog in the wheel for Big Red's basketball team.
Nice up fake there by DeHart. Ed DeHart, little up fake, and he gets the lane off the glass. Got the Park defenders off their feet, and it's a 4-0 ball game early here at the Palace.
Big Red's got to get down and play some serious defense because one thing for sure, the ball's going up quick against Park.
Sims with the rebound, but Radakovich with the block, and it's Big Red basketball. Mayo will take control and push it up the near side. In low, Jason Bennett, up fake, and he gets a little hook to go, and it's 6-0, Big Red on top.
Good look, good start for Big Red. Just what you want to do. Go inside, attack the big people inside.
Mills on the far side. Back out to Sims, now it's Coleman. Sims. Down low to Mills. Nice bounce pass, and Mills with a nice bucket early.
Good entry pass. Good entry pass from Katone Sims on the side over there, and it's 6-2.
Mayo will look to direct traffic for Big Red. Big Red on top by 4, 6-2, 6-16 to go in the first quarter of play. Radakovich inside. Goes up with the left hand, and the soft touch from the big man in traffic with Goodwin and Davila all around him, but he knocks it down with the left hand.
Good soft touch by the junior pivot for Big Red. Out of their flex offense, got Brian a little 10-footer in the paint. There's Petey. Petey trying to shake him.
Goodwin inside, nice pass.
Nice look.
Davila with the bucket, the finger roll, nice look inside.
Oh, big man feeding big man, nice combination. A little bit of Park pressure here, going to cause
Bennett able to save.
Turnover.
Healy, Mayo pulls up, little too strong. Long rebound, Healy gets it, he'll go up with the right hand, no good. Rebound Radakovich, and he will be fouled on the way up. That'll be Pete Coleman picking up the personal foul, and Radakovich will go to the line to shoot 2. So far, Ray, Big Red's strategy taking it right to the rack.
No question. It's just the way you want to start. You can see on the replay here, Healy on the offensive rebound. Little 7-footer. Nothing there. Radak on the rebound, and Petey Coleman from behind. Hacked him. Radak missed his first one. Misses 2.
Made the first, missed the second. 9-4.
Oh, okay.
Made the first, missed the second. 9-4 ball game now.
Go.
Outside. Too strong. Healy will track down the rebound. Sims too much. And now DeHart behind the back. Tried to get a little bit too fancy.
Come on, Billy. We don't need that there. Had the breakaway layup with a little razzmatazz. No need for it. You can see here on the breakaway. Oh, my. Makes an old coach cry.
Coleman looking to set the offense for the Wheeling Park Patriots. And you know they're playing. You know you're playing Wheeling Park because on the front of the jerseys it says Wheeling Park, and on the back end of the business end alley.
Bring it home, Felix. Why are you so mean? Oh, on the weak side, Law, beautiful feed.
He's on the business end of the alley-oop. Felix Davila with 4 points.
Oh, Bennett comes back, answered. Good offensive move. Getting a little assist action there for Healy's 7-footer.
Goodwin pull up on the baseline. Short. Radakovich with the rebound. Loses it as it's knocked away by Davila. And DeHart picks up and controls for Big Red.
Park real organized on their press breaking offense there. Big Red continues to go inside. Bennett, nice move. Got fouled. Bucket
and
good.
It counts. 13-6, and he'll go to the line for a 3-point opportunity.
Big Red having a solid first quarter here.
Bennett now with 4 points. He'll look to add to that. Coach, out of the Wheeling Park lineup, some names that most people are used to hearing. Will Berkland, Ryan Posey, both out with the flu, and Derek Kaufman out with a knee injury right now. So they are a little bit thin on the bench as Bennett goes to the line.
Taking a lot of offense out of the Park lineup also with those injured players. But one thing for sure, Sam Andy's loaded year in and year out. He's got people to step in and play. That's their strength. Coach
Mills.
Andy gets players.
Ball knocked out of bounds, remains Wheeling Park basketball. Year in, year out, Coach, you were right. Wheeling Park right there at the top of the OVAC.
Oh, Sam Andy does a great job. Wheeling Park is definitely a measuring stick for where you're at with your program and how you're playing. You got to be at the top of your game when you come in here, but this is a really fun situation.
Goodwin, Davila. Too strong. Bennett with the rebound.
Park showed a lot of patience there offensively. I'm not used to seeing that. Ended up getting a good shot from it too, just didn't knock it down. Big Red continues to run the flex.
Radakovich takes it strong to the rack. Davila with a block, and it's controlled by Wheeling Park, and here comes the push with Coleman.
Oh, Davila, Radak going right at him, and Davila said, not this time,
pull up three, too strong. Sims with a long rebound, blocked as he takes it in traffic. DeHart now 4-on-1. Mayo will lead for DeHart. Lay it. Beautiful work on the fast break.
DeMare Mayo, senior point guard. That's the way you do it.
We've got a timeout. We'll take it and come back. Right now, Big Red by 10 with 2:52 to go. Welcome back to Wheeling Park. Big Red and Wheeling Park. Big Red in control of basketball. Right now in control of the game, up 10, 16-6. But it'll be Wheeling Park looking to push it up the floor with Sims. Now to Coleman.
Big Red's doing the right thing here, trying to make Park play defense.
Goodwin from outside, too strong. Mayo has it knocked out of his hands, but it'll remain Big Red basketball.
You got to continue to play solid basketball if you're going to be successful against Park. Big Red's having a good first quarter. Handling this press, just throws right over top. A good move by Mayo. Bennett to the hole.
Blocked.
Ooh.
Bennett with his own rebound, spins in the paint, lays it in. Jason Bennett, good work inside.
I haven't seen Bennett play this hard with this much enthusiasm all year. He's having a big first quarter. This is the Jason Bennett that I thought he could be all year.
Goodwin strong to the hole, gets his own rebound and lays it in with a kiss.
Park just keeps banging the board, just keeps coming at you. You got to get your body on somebody or they're going to hurt you.
Healy, Mayo, baseline jump. Too strong. Davila with a rebound. Coleman, quick outlet to Goodwin.
Sneaking a man
and he will
out.
lay it in.
He snuck a man out. Goodwin snuck out. Park always looking to take advantage. That's the Wheeling Park game there.
8-point ball game with 1:30 to go in the first quarter. Healy in traffic, out to Radakovich for three. Short. Davila with a rebound. Hill outlet to Sims. Now it's Goodwin.
Dick Vitale got to be jealous what we're seeing here tonight. You can see in the last three possessions, Bill, Big Red has gotten away from their patient style, and their lead is evaporating.
Down to 6. It was up to 10. Down to 6 now at 18-12 with 1:05 to go in the first quarter. And how important is it for Big Red to come in here, keep that lead through this first quarter?
You're going to have to do that, Bill. And you can see in the last four possessions, Big Red broke the press 3 times, took the ill-advised jumper. There we took the penetration. Nothing was there. And Park just coming back playing solid. And there goes the 10-point lead that Big Red had. It's 4 now.
Davila with a nice kiss, shows you he's got the touch as well, laying from Bennett. And Bennett has said, come on guys, jump on my shoulders, let's go. Goodwin to the hole.
Oh my!
Man, no, Radakovich gets the rebound, and here comes Healy, and Healy slows it down.
Good move, John Healy, good move. Play for 1, 27 seconds. You had a solid first quarter. Play for the last shot. Big Red, unfortunately for them, played into Park's hands in the last 4 or 5 possessions, taking the quick shot.
Down to 10 seconds on the game clock. Bennett hands to Mayo, down to 8 seconds, looking for the final shot of the quarter. Mayo to work on Goodwin. They get it to Bennett in traffic, and it's knocked away. Davila with a block, and now we'll go underneath on the baseline for the inbounds play from Big Red with 1.8 on the clock.
Well, Felix said, get that out of here. Don't bring that in here.
They get it off,
Healy.
and it counts.
Woo!
John Healy from the corner beats the buzzer, and that's a big 3 at the end of the first quarter for Steubenville Big Red. They have the lead 23-14. We'll take the timeout and come back for the second quarter right after this. Welcome back to the campus of Wheeling Park High School. End of one quarter of play. It's Big Red on top of the Patriots, 23-14. In and out as Pete Coleman lets loose with a left-handed jump shot. No good, but Big Red, Coach, they've done everything that you said they had to do in the open to come up with a win tonight.
Now the key here is to have a second quarter to go with their first, because you know Park's going to keep coming at you. They're going to keep coming. You got to keep going after them. You got to fight fire with fire against Park, and that means all inside. And stay within yourselves. Don't try and do something you can't do.
Healy picks up the foul. Healy goes for the steal, almost gets it. David Owens, number 10 now in the ball game for Steubenville Big Red. Starting lineup still on the floor for Wheeling Park. The only change for Big Red, Owens in, and Ed DeHart on the bench to start the second quarter as Bennett brings it across for Big Red.
P.D. Coleman with a turnover. Bennett trying to go to work. Wisely sets it up, gives the ball to Mayo. Little flex offense, see if we get a little shot here. Off the elbow.
Owens down low. Bennett controls. Back out Radakovich. Thinks about the 3. And now it is Coleman with the steal and Owens with the foul. And not a bad foul, because that was going to be a lay-in for Wheeling Park.
No question. P.D. Coleman outstanding up inside the passing lane. Taking away that return pass from the corner. Stepped right in, got a steal. And here's Sam Andy's first sub. And here comes his second.
Drew Mills checks out. Sims checks out. Posey and Stefanow check in. Nick Stefanow and Ryan Posey checking into the ball game for Wheeling Park. Ball goes through the hands of the Patriots, and it'll be Big Red basketball. Checking in for Big Red now is Mike DiAngelo, checking out John Healy. He'll get a rest.
Big Red continues to play a zone here. Park with a little bit of man-to-man pressure, a little bit of soft pressure. Let them know you're there.
Mayo directing traffic for Big Red. Bennett at the top of the key. Radakovich in the corner. Mayo strong to the hole, no good. Goodwin with a rebound, and here comes Durran.
Strong rebound and break by
Owens
Goodwin.
reaches in, breaks it up. Now it's Coleman.
He's going to shoot that. Bang! Oh, inside and outside.
Durran Goodwin with a three-pointer. He now has 9 points. 23-17 ball game, 5:45 to go in the second quarter of play. Bennett, little jump hook, no good. Goodwin with a rebound.
Got to be stronger than that inside. Good entry pass from Mayo.
Posey, no good.
That's Wheeling Park right there hitting the offensive glass. You know you're not going to go away. You've got to be fundamentally sound to beat Wheeling Park.
Nick Stefanow with the bucket. Stefanow, just a freshman for Wheeling Park. They expect big things out of him during his career. 23-19, 5:10 to go. Second quarter, DiAngelo controls. Almost had it picked off, but Bennett takes it in the paint, goes up, blocked. Davila, now it's Mayo on the loose ball, takes a shot, no good. Radakovich inside, up fake, and the bucket with the kiss off the glass.
Boy, jumping everywhere inside. Radakovich and Bennett going to work.
Big Red with a 6-point advantage. Can't let him shoot that. Goodwin a little too strong this time. Look for two in a row. Owens with a push. 3-on-2. Dish to DiAngelo, saves and pulls it back out.
Good hands by the sophomore DiAngelo to save that pass. Big Red's got to show patience here. Make Park play defense. Bennett on a little curl move. Nothing there.
Radakovich spins. Left-hander good.
My, pretty shot. Pretty shot.
Right in the face of Davila. Posey. Goodwin. Baseline.
Yeah, Goodwin's heating up. You can tell that. He's being a lot more.
Goodwin with 11 now for Wheeling Park. 6-point advantage still for Big Red as DiAngelo bring it across and set the offense.
Back screen inside. See if the ball goes into Bennett.
Size mismatch when Owens has the ball guarded by Coleman. 6'1" against 5'5". Bennett blocked, and it's the outlet. Goodwin and Bennett in a foot race. Goodwin no good on the lay-in, but he picks up the foul. Bennett got him with the body. We'll take a timeout as they head to the line. We'll be back with more right after this. And welcome back to WTOV 9's presentation of Wheeling Park and Steubenville Big Red high school basketball tonight. Durran Goodwin at the line for Wheeling Park. His 12th point of the game. Checking in now for the Wheeling Park, Tyler Fike. Checking out, it's Posey, Ryan Posey. Fike checks in, so on the floor, Coleman, Fike, Stefanow, Davila, and Goodwin for Wheeling Park. DeHart back into the ball game for Big Red. He's on the floor with Bennett, Healy, DiAngelo, and Radakovich. 4-point ball game, 3:25 to go, second quarter. DeHart, bounce pass, baseline jump for Healy, too long. DiAngelo has it in traffic, tries to send it back out to Healy. It's knocked down, but Big Red controls. Radakovich calling for it, wants it, knocked to the floor. Ball goes to Healy, short on the jump shot.
Davila snatched that air ball.
Coleman, bounce pass.
Good
Healy
defense.
battles with Fike.
Good defense.
Radakovich sees and takes. 4-on-2. Radakovich pulls up and he'll set the offense with Bennett out top. DeHart, open three, too much. Davila controls. And it'll be Wheeling Park basketball. Coleman.
Strong rebound.
Cut it to 2.
Oh, strong rebound, excellent pass inside. And he blowed the layup. P.D. Coleman had a chance for an excellent assist. Big Red on the attack. DiAngelo, no.
In and out. Bennett. Down on the block, in traffic. Someone's got to be open. Goes up strong with a shot. Gets fouled. They go to the line for 2. You either have to, when you're stuck in there, you go straight up and try to draw the foul or send it out. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with Jason Bennett at the line. .723, Jason Bennett at the line for Big Red. He hits the first of 2.
Jason Bennett having a solid game thus far. This is the way he has to play if Big Red's going to have success, because Radakovich needs help inside. Sam Andy right in front of us here, working the officials a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. Top-notch crew here tonight. Mike Coyne, Andy Cross, and Mike Clyde, all from the Wheeling board. 3 solid officials.
Bennett hits both, and it gives Big Red a 6-point advantage at 29-23 with 2 minutes to go. Stefanow inside.
Nice move.
Little jump hook from the freshman. He has his first points.
Nice looking freshman right there.
Check that, his 4th point of the ball game. Got some valuable playing time last night against Zanesville. 3-pointer, no good. Radakovich, strong rebound.
Woo!
Over the top of his head, no good.
Too many trees
Here comes
inside,
Coleman.
Bill.
Sims trying to make the pass to Fike, knocked away. It'll remain Wheeling Park basketball with 1:41 to go in the first half.
You can see how important it is for transition defense here. Big Red has to be solid in their transition D, because Park gets it and goes. P.D. Coleman working the ball on the point, looking inside.
Goodwin, baseline. A little too strong.
Tough
Coleman. Baseline no good. Goodwin couldn't control it. He knew he had a bunny if he could get it. DeHart. Ed DeHart looking inside for Bennett. Bennett was looking the other way, cut back towards the foul line. But now it's Radakovich in the corner. No good. Bennett saves to Radakovich. Thought about dunking it, got fouled, and gets a 3-point opportunity.
What an effort by Jason Bennett. I can't tell you how impressed I am with this effort.
Looked like Radakovich wanted to go up, try to throw it down, and he got stuck, and then had enough body control to put it up there with 2 hands and get the bucket.
You can see Radak there scoring, but that all come about by Bennett's hard work on the boards.
Big free throw for Radakovich's 2nd free throw. It's a 3-point play, and it's Big Red up 7 with under a minute to go in the first half. Goodwin. Coleman on the wing.
Big Red staying in that zone.
Coleman looks to move on Bennett. Does, and gets the lay-in. Nice move by Coleman.
P.D. split the zone right down the middle like a zipper and got 2. That ain't supposed to happen.
Up 32-27, 30 seconds to go. You playing for the last shot?
1 shot, no doubt in my mind.
Mayo, too strong. Bennett now controls. Kicks it out, Radakovich. Strong to the rack and gets it to go.
Woo.
Wheeling Park will have an opportunity with 23 seconds to go in the half. These guys are thinking 5 or 6 shots.
Oh, my.
18 seconds left. Healy will bring it up, and he'll just play for 1.
P.D. Coleman tried to do a little bit too much at the other end off the Park break, and Big Red's going to get the last shot.
Mayo, no good.
Or will
3
they?
seconds to go. Sims outlet to Fike, too long. Out of bounds, and that'll be the end of the first half. 34-27. Big Red on top after 1 half of play. We will take a timeout and come back with the second half right after this. Play here at Wheeling Park, 34-25, or check that, 34-27 at the half. 34-27, Big Red on top. They led at 23-14. Big Red, 23-14, Big Red after 1 quarter of play after the second quarter and halftime. 34-27, Big Red. On the floor for Big Red to start the second half. Bennett, DeHart, Mayo, Radakovich, and Healy. On the floor for Wheeling Park, Coleman, Goodwin, Sims, Davila, and Stefanow. And it's Jason Bennett starting off with a bucket.
Good look inside off the half-court offense. Eddie DeHart with an assist inside.
Goodwin.
Solid first possession. Bennett, another rebound. That's 9 for him. He had 8 in the first half.
John Healy back to Mayo. Big Red spreading the floor to start the second half of play. Coleman pokes it away from Mayo, but he controls and moves it back into the front court. Radakovich the foul line. Looks for Healy. Open jumper. Too much. Back out to Healy. He'll take it in the paint and knock it down.
Get that second chance opportunity. You got to take advantage of it. And that's what Healy did. Big Red going strong to the board just like they did in the first half.
Healy was 7 now in the ball game. Goodwin. Baseline blocked. But also drawing the foul, and I believe that foul will go on Jason Bennett, and Goodwin will go to the line.
Goodwin doing a lot of damage on the baseline this evening. Pass from Sims. Goodwin going baseline. Radak got sealed off. Bennett with the help and a hard foul. Now this is how you make them pay right here. You got to make these. You got to stick them in.
Goodwin shooting 65.5% from the free throw stripe.
My, oh my, Bill, I look across.
If there was a weakness for Wheeling Park, it's from the line. None of their regulars over 70% from the line. And during the postseason, you know how to coach down the stretch, likes to send the opponents to the line. That could be their Achilles heel.
A lot of the coaches across the state, retired across the way here, and present coaches. Doobie Daler, Wheeling Central, Don Usted, Chuck Watt,
Sims inside.
Nick Alloy, Carl Hamill. Then you got all them other guys that coach, but they don't get paid. They just coach from the stands, Bill. They're the best ones. They do all that coaching from the stands.
38-29. Big Red on top. Healy inside. Will look to throw it up. Gets it off the glass. Battles for the rebound, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay Big Red basketball. And all that was Jason Bennett out hustling everybody.
No question about it, but he put the ball down in traffic. You got to catch, face, and shoot inside.
John Healy looking for the open three, doesn't have it, so he goes inside to Mayo. Back out to Healy. Up top now for Bennett.
Good decision.
Open lane,
Bennett.
He takes it and gets a lay-in.
What a solid game.
You said
Bennett's
at halftime
having.
this is the best game you've seen him play this year.
No question. Bennett is playing strong. Big Red zone effective here so far. Park's going to have to open it up a little bit from the perimeter.
Stefanow inside. The freshman.
That's how you do it. Catch, face, shot. Park pressure picking up here. You can see the intensity getting a little bit stronger at the defensive end for Wheeling Park. Bennett inside. Oh, good diagonal pass inside from Mayo. And Bennett continues to do damage.
While they sort things out, we'll take a timeout and come back. 5:42 to go in the third quarter. Big Red on top by 9. And we are back front end of a 2-shot shooting foul. Bennett comes up empty, so it remains a 9-point game, 40-31 with 5:42 to go in the third quarter. Second one, no good. Bennett sits on 15 points for the night. Big Red sits on a 9-point lead.
A lot of dribbling here by Wheeling Park. Katone Sims gets off a baseline jumper. Radakovich, and they got a breakaway with DeHart.
And he will lay it in. DeHart, nothing fancy, just going to lay it in and get the bucket. And Big Red up 42-31, and Wheeling Park calls for a timeout. They want to talk things over because right now Big Red is taking it to the Patriots. We'll take another timeout, come back with more. Big Red on top in the third quarter, 42-31. Park, the Palace up on the hill in Wheeling, West Virginia. WTOV 9's presentation of Steubenville Big Red and the Wheeling Park Patriots. Bill Phillips along with the coach, Ray Suckotch. And we have Big Red on top right now, Coach, 42-31.
Good game, good high school basketball game here. Seeing two big schools in the Valley playing, going head to head.
Sims for three.
Oh, he hit the 3 ball. Park's going to need a couple of those right now to break Big Red out of that zone.
Katone Sims.
Uh-oh. Decent pressure.
Ed DeHart, pull-up jumper, and that shot, Davila with good defense really altered it. And now Goodwin on the break. Sims out in front, chased by Healy. Sims will lay it in. So all of a sudden, it's Sims with a hot hand.
Sam Andy trying to find the combination here. It's going to give him good defensive pressure here. But Big Red's handling this press so far. Little P.D. Coleman with the foul down there, and Healy's going to the line.
42-36. Healy will go to the line to shoot two.
Wild likes this game, Bill. Up and down, up and down. Ain't a lot of coaching going on here. The kids are just playing. Got a dandy for the game of the week.
73.8 from the line for John Healy, and that one nothing but net. Healy now with 7 points unofficially. Gets the second one. 44-36, Big Red on top by 8.
Big Red, a little pressure outside, but then back into their zone.
Coleman drives, pulls up, off the glass a little bit too much, but it looked like he had the bank shot and wouldn't go down.
That was a pretty shot by Petey, but he got big Felix Davila with the push underneath. He can't believe it.
One thing about Wheeling Park, and sometimes you'll see a team that's having a real good year, they get in a situation where a visiting club comes in and they're down, they get a little panicked. No panic in the Patriots.
No question. They play loose all the time, been doing it for years. Sam Andy, the only coach Wheeling Park High School's ever had, he's a good one. The program that he's built here is second to none, I'll tell you that.
Inside for Bennett. Blocked by the rim as he got too far underneath. Sims looks to push it up. Sims for three. No good. Goodwin with the rebound on the baseline, right-hander.
That's what you got to watch out for right now, because if those shots aren't falling, Park is going to understand that they're going to go to the boards a little bit stronger.
Goodwin with 15 points now. 3:28.
Nice seal.
Davila.
Bad pass.
Goodwin on the outlet.
Radak had him sealed off. Bad entry, and Park's the other way.
Goodwin too
Good
strong.
box out. Mayo. Nice solid box out on Sims. DeMare Mayo, senior guard, playing in his last Big Red Wheeling Park game. Him and Bennett and John Healy.
Speaking of last Big Red Wheeling Park games, do we want to go there?
I've been there, brother. I've been in these wars. 8 years as an assistant, 5 as head coach. Wheeling Park's a tough team to play, I'll tell you that, but you got to love playing them, because you either play or they bury you, and sometimes that happens, Bill.
David Owens up top against Coleman, and Coleman will get the strip, and he's headed the other way.
Yeah, Petey with the quick hands got something going here. Goodwin, baseline jumper, nothing.
Radakovich going to be called for the grab with the left hand.
Big B told that freshman, get out.
Nick Stefanow says, what, is my shoulder still attached?
Right. A little contact there.
Owens will check out of the ball game. Mike DiAngelo checking in along with Ed DeHart. John Healy will check out for Steubenville Big Red.
There you see it right there. Goodwin, little baseline jumper. He's usually pretty solid on that shot, but Radakovich and Stefanow got tied up.
44-38, Big Red on top. Inside,
nice.
with a flush.
Yes, with the tomahawk. Oh, my. You know, Charlie Watt always said that's only 2 points. And I understand that, but it does a lot to get that crowd and the adrenaline going.
We'll take a timeout. The crowd's pumped up here at the Palace. From back, we take another look at Felix Davila with a flush. Two hands. That's his second one of the night. Had the business end of the alley-oop earlier in the ball game. And he gets the second one. Durran Goodwin had a dunk earlier for the Patriots. 2:27 left in the third quarter of play. Big Red by 4, 44-40.
Park coming out playing a little tougher man now.
Ed DeHart, baseline, look for the reverse, not there. Mayo controls, out to DiAngelo, now it's Mayo. Bennett on the baseline. Mayo, open three from the top of the key. No. Ed DeHart, good rebound. Now it's Mayo.
Good effort. Oh.
Looking for Radakovich, knocked away by Davila, and it'll be Mills controlling, and here comes Coleman.
Tough to make that entry pass from the point. Tough to do, man. PD.
Coleman with a scoop, no good. Radakovich with a rebound for Big Red, and Mayo will slow it down. 1:44 to go now in the quarter. 4-point ball game.
Big Red needs a hoop here just to keep the flow going. Oh my, that point to post.
Davila.
It's
Sims.
2 possessions in a row, ill-advised entry passes from the top. You don't want to do that. You want to create angles on entry passes.
2-point ball game. DiAngelo brings it across. Mayo guarded by Sims, and Sims bangs into Mayo. And it'll be a foul called on Sims. Sims now with 9 points on the evening. He got that last lay-in to cut it to a 2-point game. Like we mentioned before, no panic in the Patriots. They were down as many as 10 in this ball game. They've got it down to 2.
This is what Big Red's got to do here. Show patience. Run your offense. Get everybody moving. Move. Don't stand.
DiAngelo pull up, foul line, no, short. Radakovich with a rebound. Over the backboard. Jeff Moore wants a tip, and he's going to get one partially blocked. Sam Andy says, oh, wait a minute.
Go to work, Sam. Go to work on them, big fella. Let them know you're here. Mike Coyne signal one way, Mike Clyde signal the other. That gives the coach.
It's tip.
That's right. Look at Mike Coyne. I go to the same barber as him. But Mike Coyne got a good relationship with all these coaches, and he's going to let you talk. That's the best thing about him. Him and these veteran officials aren't intimidated by coaches. They let coaches have their say as long as you don't get personal. If you get personal, it's T-City.
Jason Bennett now. DiAngelo works it up to DeHart. Big Red looking, I think, to get the final shot. 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. No rush shown by Big Red. They lead it by 2, looking to pull it out. DiAngelo up top. Now it's Healy. Big Red spreads it out. Healy picked up his dribble. Now it's Bennett. Healy with a nice cut, but he missed the play-in.
Beautiful cut.
Coleman, 12 seconds left hand, good. Tie game.
Boy, I like this P.D. Coleman. I've been watching him for 3 years now in the summertime, and he can score. Healy
hits it at the buzzer.
From downtown. At the end of 2 quarters, John Healy's been magic.
47-44 Big Red. The Patriots tied it at 44 with 5 seconds to go, and then Healy drains the 3, and Big Red has a 3-point lead as we head to the fourth. Back with more after this. Ball game. Healy right before the buzzer goes through with about a second to go. Clock wound down to triple zeros, and it is time for the fourth quarter, and Big Red has led this game from start to, well, at least the end of the third quarter. They led it 23-14 at the end of one, 34-27 at the half, 47-44 Big Red after 3 quarters of play. Fourth quarter about ready to start. Big Red will send out Radakovich, DiAngelo, Bennett, DeHart, and Healy. Davila, Posey, Coleman, Goodwin, and Mills on the floor for Wheeling Park as we get ready to start the fourth quarter of play.
There you get a good look right there, John Healy.
Healy now with 12 in the ball game. Radakovich leading the way along with Bennett. Bennett with 15, Radakovich with 14 for Big Red, but it's Wheeling Park looking to make something. Back!
Set
Goodwin missed it.
Set play, back screen on the zone for the lob. Not there, but it looked pretty.
Healy. Inside, DiAngelo can't get the reverse to go. It's knocked out of bounds off of Big Red. Bennett got poked in the eye, it looks like, as he walks back up court, squinting the eye, rubbing the side of his face. Here come the Patriots. Goodwin can't let him have the open 3. He'll knock it down. That one too long. Davila inside, blocked by Radakovich. Could turn into a break for Big Red, but a nice play by Coleman to knock it away and control a loose ball.
The big man going at it inside. Big Red stays in their zone.
Goodwin on the baseline, knocked out of bounds by Healy right in front of the Wheeling Park bench. 47-44, 7:05 to go in the ball game. Posey inbounds to Coleman. There's a good look at Jeff Moore, the head coach of Steubenville Big Red. Goodwin for three. I said he'd knock down the triple if you leave him open, and he does there. Goodwin hits it. Goodwin now with 18 points in the ball game, and it's all tied up at 47.
Big Red's got to go back to their game plan of Radakovich and Bennett. Don't go away from them.
Wheeling Park has not led tonight. Big Red looking to maintain control of the lead as Bennett gets the roll.
That's what you need. You got to go to Bennett and Radak. They've had a lot of success tonight.
Goodwin for three, no good.
I think Durran was just feeling it a little bit too much right there. Ill-advised shot. Park's got to make something happen here.
Inside, Bennett, nice pass from DeHart.
Good seal. Jason Bennett sealed off perfectly. Got the good entry from Eddie DeHart and a hoop.
19 now for Bennett. He is the game high with 5:58 to go. Posey on the far side.
Just what we talked about at the outset. Radakovich and Bennett. Healy on the break.
You can see Goodwin sizing him up, getting ready to go for the block. And now it just slows down as Wheeling Park controls the basketball with 5:35 to go in the ball game. Big Red by 4. Into Mills, turns, kicks it out to Goodwin. He sets for three. No. Bennett with a rebound.
Durran stepped back to take that three. That's how bad he wanted it. P.D. Coleman's gone the distance from start to right now, handling the ball for Wheeling Park.
Mike DiAngelo from outside for three, no good. Healy with a rebound.
Oh, yes. Big Red's matching Park at their own game, the offensive board.
Healy with 12 now as he knocks down the J in the paint. 53-47. Big Red on top. Just under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Coleman. Posey, swing it over to Goodwin. Looks to drive, down low to Mills. Up fake, blocked by Radakovich, and they say they got him with the body.
Good movement by Park's offense there. I like that. Move the ball from side to side. Then you get a look at the junior postman, Brian Radakovich, son of Bob and Margie Radakovich. But Park going right inside, right into the teeth of the Big Red defense. Putting Mills at the line here, try and cut this lead. Got Mills the first one.
On the season, 66%, makes the front end of the two-shot shooting foul, makes it a 53-48 ball game.
Mayo gets DiAngelo, and Sims gets Posey.
Second one, no good. Davila with a rebound and the bucket.
Rebound, strong. That was big time. Big time effort right there.
3-point ball game. Radakovich down on the block, looks to spin inside. Oh, nice up fake, and it won't go. Thought he had it. And Healy again partially blocked. Bennett inside, stripped away.
PD stripped
out of bounds off of Coleman, and it'll be Big Red basketball.
Strong rebound by Bennett, but he had the ball down where the guard can get it, and PD did.
They used to say if you lived in New England and watched the Boston Celtics that Kevin McHale had a million moves down on the block. Radakovich may have stole a couple there, but he couldn't get the bucket. Right now it's a 3-point game. Big Red on top. Back with more from the Palace right after this. Big Red and Wheeling Park in a dandy here at the Palace. John Healy moves for Big Red, no good. Ball comes long. Healy saves to Mayo. He'll pull up. No, he passes inside. Radakovich lowers the shoulder. It counts, and a push, and it's going to be called against Wheeling Park, and the crowd can't stand it. And from my vantage point, it looked like Radakovich lowered the shoulder, gave him a shove to move him out of the way. I think that call went the wrong way.
No question. No question. Brian Radak got away with one. Mayo, good shot fake inside. Right there's your offensive foul. But Radok's being strong, though.
Radakovich with 2 points on the board gives Big Red a 5-point lead. Field goal or free throw up, and it's a 6-point lead, 56-50 Coleman. Mills, Davila, Sims, and Goodwin on the floor for Wheeling Park, and they control offensively. Inside, Davila.
Oh, good
nice
ball.
Little jump shot inside. On the floor for Big Red, DeHart, Healy, Radakovich, Mayo, and Bennett with 3:43 to go in the ball game. Big Red by 4, 56-52. Coleman against DeHart. DeHart gets a step, takes it to the rack. Wow! And here comes Goodwin the other way. Davila with the block. Sims trying to get the finish, and he is fouled.
My goodness gracious. Eddie DeHart on a move to the hole, and it was rejection city.
Looked like he had a step, and Davila closed down the paint in a hurry.
That's what you call help from the big man. That's why you can gamble on the perimeter.
Davila listed as 6'7", 230 pounds. He is a senior as Sims knocks down the front end of the two-shot shooting foul. And it cuts it to a 3-point ball game with 3:30 to go. Second one up and good. 56-54. Steubenville Big Red looking for the road win against Wheeling Park. Big Red 11-6 coming in. Wheeling Park 12-4. Wheeling Park won the earlier matchup this year, 67-58 at the Crimson Center in Steubenville.
Wheeling Park going to try and make something happen here with their defense.
Radakovich for three, and he knocks it down.
Left the big man open, and he knocked it down.
He's got 20. 59-54. Every time it looks like Wheeling Park may be ready to take the lead, Big Red answers, and now Sims answers right back with a three of his own, and it's back to a 2-point ball game.
Katone Sims.
It's like two heavyweights going back and forth, trading big blows. Sims with 14 now. 2:35 to go.
Wheeling Park still got to make something happen with their defense.
Wheeling Park man-to-man. Mayo against Sims. Nothing there. Get it up to the top to Radakovich. It's taken away by Davila. Just reached in and took it away from Radakovich. Goodwin pulls up, short. He'll get the rebound over the top, kick it back out, and Coleman launches for three, and Healy gets the rebound. And I don't know if that's the shot that Wheeling Park wanted to take, but Coleman was feeling it.
They definitely didn't want that shot, I'll tell you, because those were two big-time plays by men. Davila stole the ball off Radak, and Goodwin stole the rebound off DeHart.
2 minutes to go, 2-point game. We're back with the finish right after this. Coach Bill Phillips and the coach Ray Suckoch back at Wheeling Park High School, the Palace to be exact, the home of the Wheeling Park Patriot basketball team, state champions 1980, 1995. They are taking on Big Red, and right now Wheeling Park finds themselves down 59-57 with 1:50 to go in the ball game. Jason Bennett, Brian Radakovich, DeMare Mayo, Ed DeHart, and John Healy on the floor for Big Red.
Big Red doing a smart thing here, spreading the floor a little bit.
Coleman, Sims, Goodwin, Davila, Mills.
I think they were looking to foul there. They couldn't get the foul call on Mayo.
On the floor for Wheeling Park. Starting lineups back in the ball game. Bennett, 1:20 to go in the ball game now. Radakovich, Mayo on the wing. Big Red being very patient, slowing it down. Radakovich, Big Red more than happy to take as much time off the clock as they possibly can. Radakovich trapped on the corner.
Bennett, a lot of time to run off, Bill.
And we have a reach-in against Wheeling Park. And the one thing I would imagine, Coach, you don't want to do, you want to kill some clock, but if you all of a sudden go into the shell, you're not thinking shoot. When you take that shot, you may be a little tensed up and not be able to knock it down.
I believe the attitude that you have to have here is whenever you hold the basketball, like that open post offense, you still got to look to score. You have to look to score. You can't hold it just to hold it.
Big free throw from Jason Bennett, his 20th point now of the ball game. He knocks down the free throw. He's played a huge game tonight for Steubenville Big Red. Second one up and good from Bennett. He has 21, and Big Red has a 4-point lead, 61-57, under a minute to go in the ball game.
Let's see how Park plays with their back to the wall right now.
Coleman. Goodwin for three, no good.
Big
rebound inside. Jason Bennett, he boxed out Davila, and now Big Red with the basketball. DeHart and the Wheeling Park coaching staff calling for the foul, and with 39.6 on the clock and a 4-point lead, Big Red will be headed to the line. 1-1 now. Ed DeHart will go to the line for Steubenville Big Red. On the season, DeHart from the free throw line, 55%. So someone Wheeling Park doesn't mind having at the line at this point. Timeout called by Steubenville Big Red. They will talk things over, give DeHart a little time to catch his breath. Coach, 39.6 on the clock, 4-point lead. Let's assume that Big Red makes both on the 1-1. What's your plan for Wheeling Park?
Wheeling Park's got to get the ball down, get the quick shot, hopefully inside, draw a foul, and then when they score, if they don't get a timeout, they've got the foul and continue putting Big Red at the line and hope that Big Red misses from here on out, because Big Red don't got to score to win, Bill.
Do you worry about the three right now? Do you come down trying to get a three, or you want to go inside and get a quick two?
I think you want the conventional three. I think you want the bucket and a foul. That's what I think you want to do. But you never know what's in the mindset of these 17 and 18-year-olds. You know, Goodwin might let one fly here coming up.
Let's say it remains a 4-point game, doesn't make either one. Does it change your strategy if you're Wheeling Park?
Sure, because all you need here is a bucket and a foul, put Big Red back at the line again. You know, you want to get the two first. You can always end the game with a 3 attempt, I think.
Ed DeHart, big free throws for the guard for Steubenville Big Red.
Oh,
no good. Davila with the rebound.
And a foul.
Oh, and no time off the clock.
Wow,
1 second, 38.7. And Radakovich, they're going to call that he got him with the body, but Big Red with fouls to give. They only have 5 now as a team.
Park needs a hoop.
Coleman, Sims, open is Goodwin. He'll go to the rack and lay it in, and they call the timeout with 28.9, 61-59. Big Red on top. Goodwin goes to the hole strong and gets the bucket. Goodwin now with 20 points on the evening.
Perfect scenario for Wheeling Park on that offensive possession there. Get the safe shot, get the score, get a foul, set up your defense. They're going to come out with pressure, I'm sure. Big Red's going to have to handle this pressure, get the ball up, get themselves to the foul line. They don't need to score here, but they got to take the shot if it's open.
Entertaining ball game tonight. Steubenville Big Red looking to come in and grab their 12th win of the season. Wheeling Park looking for their 13th victory as the postseason just around the corner. And Wheeling Park, you expect them to make noise. Steubenville Big Red, you don't know.
Never know.
You never know. This year with this team, looks like they have an opportunity to do some damage.
Well, you got to take a look at their sectional. Only probably going to be about 3 teams in that sectional with a above 500 record. The key is winning the district, but it's one step at a time, and this is definitely tournament atmosphere here. Foul Mayo.
How important is it for a coach and a team in this situation, especially for Park and Big Red? They're getting ready for the postseason. They want to peak at the right time, but to play a big ball game like this, does this really let you know where you are at this point in the season?
There's no question about it. This is telling you where you're at. You worked all year. You're into the middle of February. You're in the home stretch of your season, and you got to prove to yourself that you can beat a good team on the road, which your tournament games are going to be, and you got to prove that you can win the close one. The kids, that's a mental block. They got to get over it.
3-point game now. Mayo for the second, and he gets the roll. It's a 4-point game, 25 seconds to go. Wheeling Park down 4. Sims holds, needs to find someone, does in Goodwin, and he will hit the floater down the lane, and another timeout with 17-4 now, 63-61. And I'll tell you what, you go to the big man who's got the hot hand, and Goodwin has come up huge in the last 30 seconds or so, hitting 2 baseline runners floaters with the right hand.
He's worked on that baseline all night, been successful. This game's come down to coaching now. This is a chess match.
Goodwin now with 22 points on the game for Wheeling Park. He leads the way for Wheeling Park with 22. Leading the way for Steubenville Big Red, 21 points from Jason Bennett. Radakovich with 20 points. All right now,
both
63-61, 17 and a half to go. On the floor, Bennett, DiAngelo, Radakovich, Healy, and Mayo for Big Red. Sims, Davila, Goodwin, Mills, and Coleman on the floor for Wheeling Park. Bennett to inbound.
Strong pressure.
Gets it to Mayo. Gets it inbounded. Fouled immediately with 15.9 on the clock. 2-point game, and Mayo will go to the line. 68.8% shooter coming in, but he hit his last two. And whatever you did last, that's what's in your mind. So he's feeling pretty good about his free throw.
He's feeling good. Got a little smile on his face there with Jason Bennett, but he's still got to knock these down here.
Mayo, good on the front end of the 1-and-1.
Nice.
3-point game. Huge free throw for Steubenville Big Red. This would be even bigger to give him a 4-point cushion. A 3 could tie right now. This one no good. Davila with the rebound, outlet to Coleman. 3-point ball game. Coleman all the way to the rack. Blocked by Healy and DiAngelo. And now it's a foul going the other way. Huge block defensively for Steubenville Big Red.
Wow.
Hopefully we can take a look at that one again, but a huge defensive play as Coleman looked to take it all the way to the rack.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
It may have been a combination of Healy, DiAngelo, and Radakovich, but someone came up with a big block. We take another look at it.
See here, Mike Coyne on the right position.
Healy gets the block.
Healy got the ball.
Surrounded by all three. Bennett gets the loose ball and the foul, and now Bennett, who has 21 on the night, will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 with 6.4 seconds to go and a Big Red 3-point lead. Bennett on the season, a 50% free throw shooter, so this one not automatic for Big Red, and a miss would leave Wheeling Park with an opportunity to tie with a 3-pointer.
Say, man, you're going to try and ice him here, get a little timeout action. Wants the 20.
20-second timeout for the Wheeling Park Patriots.
You know, I think Mike Coyne did the right thing down here. I think that's what you want to do, is you want to make sure that the kids decide the game, not the referee. There's got to be a blatant foul to get that call there. And I thought Petey was going to penetrate and dish out the Goodwin.
Jeff Moore now the head coach for Steubenville Big Red. How big a win would this be for his program?
Big win right here going down the stretch. That's the key. You ain't got it yet, but you're right on the verge of it. Like I said earlier, this win here is going to allow the Big Red basketball team to know that they can beat a good team on the road and win a close game. This isn't an easy place to play by any stretch of the imagination. So this is just a confidence builder going down the stretch.
Need to hit this one if you're Steubenville Big Red. Wheeling Park in the bonus, so 2 shots for Big Red. Bennett, no. 3-point game and a timeout for Wheeling Park. 5.3 seconds to go. Wheeling Park can tie the game with a 3, but they will have to go just about the length of the floor.
Well, the length of the court isn't a problem. The problem is getting your shooter's feet set in a position to score. You got to get the ball to the shooter. You can't have somebody else beside your best people shooting the basketball. 3
options, really, it seems like, for Wheeling Park in terms of what's going on tonight. Goodwin has hit a couple of threes. Sims has hit a couple of threes. Coleman has taken a few threes. But I would say your best bet is either Sims or Goodwin tonight if you're Wheeling Park, at least the way it's gone this evening.
I agree with you, and I tend to lean a little bit towards Goodwin here. See if Goodwin can get the ball. I think he's probably the most confident shooter for Wheeling
Goodwin,
Park.
32% for 3 this year. 53% for Sims this year from 3-point land. 5.3 seconds to go. Big Red up 3, 64-61. Mills to inbound. Mills inbounds to Coleman. 4 seconds. Quick pass, it's stolen or knocked away by Healy with 0.6 seconds to go. Big Red that far away from a win. Wheeling Park, one last chance. They're going to have to catch and fire.
Just enough time to catch, face, and stroke it.
You got to get it inbounded, and they're having problems. Goodwin's going to have to launch. Didn't even get the shot off. So Steubenville Big Red has come to Wheeling Park and picked up their 12th victory of the season.
Good defensive
against
effort.
the Wheeling Park Patriots. Jeff Moore and Steubenville Big Red get a huge win for their program, 64-61. Wheeling Park, talk about a tough weekend. Last night in Zanesville, tonight at home with Steubenville Big Red, and they come away from the weekend 1-1. They are now 12-5 on the season. We'll take a timeout. Come back with some final thoughts. Steubenville Big Red, a winner by 3 over Wheeling Park, the final, 64-61. Don't go away. Wheeling Park High School, Steubenville Big Red, a winner tonight, the final, 64-61 over the Wheeling Park Patriots. Big Red now 12-6 on the season. Wheeling Park falls to 12-5. And there's a look at a young Patriot fan going, what happened? I don't know what happened tonight. We lost. That doesn't happen here at the Palace. A really big win for Steubenville as we head down the stretch.
Oh, no question. Down the stretch, big-time win for Big Red. Can't say enough what it's got to do for their confidence, getting ready for tournament play. Big Red hasn't had a lot of success against Park lately. Coming off a tough loss for Ferry. Big-time win in all ways for Big Red.
Big Red led it throughout. The Wheeling Park Patriots, a very tough weekend. They played Zanesville last night on the road, got a win. Tonight they came home, and they never had the lead throughout the entire game. They lose it by 3, but this is a team, as we saw, is going to be very dangerous in the postseason. Could make a run at another state title.
They always are. Sam Andy's teams have no conscience. They're going to come out and they're going to play hard in their next game. They're going to be ready to play. They're going to play like champions. They're going to make noise in the tournament, no question. And same thing goes for Big Red. Big Red come out with a game plan, did what they had to do, battled them on the boards. Bennett and Radakovich, I haven't seen them play that well. And Wheeling Park is the measuring stick, and Big Red came out on top.
Let's take a look at our players of the game. And those players of the game, it was Durran Goodwin for Wheeling Park. He finished with 22 points. That was a team high, and it was a game high on top for Big Red in terms of our player of the game tonight, rebounding and scoring. Jason Bennett, he finished with 21 points. Brian Radakovich, as you mentioned, Coach, had 20. And DeMare Mayo, let's not forget him, down the stretch, a couple of big free throws for Steubenville Big Red as they pick up the victory tonight. That does it from the Palace at Wheeling Park. We're glad you could be with us for this one. Very exciting ball game for Steubenville Big Red and Wheeling Park. Big Red gets the victory, 64-61. I'm Bill Phillips for the coach, Ray Suckoch, and the rest of the WTOV 9 team. Have a great evening, everybody.